to see that little trail back there, and it's kind of off the trail.
And now we're at 50 feet.
Geocachers call this a beacon, a large beacon.
And from this angle, I do actually see the geocache. Do you see it?
I do.
Yeah. So geocaching is essentially, it's a modern day treasure hunt.
What I love about geocaching is it's an opportunity to explore places I've never been, and there's so many parks and so many interesting places I found just from geocaching.
Some of my favorite things about geocaching is that you get to go outdoors, you get to get away from having screens all the time, using electricity, and it's really fun.
You know, kids these days, they're on their phones. They don't realize there are things they can do with them that are a real life adventure. Figuring out how to read a map, find out where you are in space, where to find the treasure, and you're literally treasure hunting.
Been geocaching for about 12 or 13 years now. I have found over 28,000 geocaches. At first it was the finding the geocaches and discovering new areas, and later I had a lot of fun hiding geocaches.
Throughout at least the Twin Cities, there's over 8,000 geocaches and many more geocachers in itself.
So there's probably 100 to maybe 150 in Bloomington.
In Bloomington specifically, it's great because almost everybody's within walking distance of Bloomington Park. So you're within walking distance of at least one, if not quite a few different geocaches of various sizes, terrains, difficulties, environments even. And we have some fantastic parks in the city that allow for great outdoor activity and family time. To efficiently geocache, you really only need either a smartphone with GPS capability or a GPS if you want to go a little bit more traditional. For the most part, it's free. You can get a free basic membership to geocaching.com. The app is pretty self-guided. You just have to create an account, and then you could either search for geocaches based off of your location, or you can search for a specific one. I have it just on the regular map right now. I've selected the geocache that I want to go find. It's bringing me, so you got navigate or log. The difficulty is a 2, the terrain is a 2, and it's a regular size geocache.
So the difficulty rating is how easy it is to spot. And so difficulty 1 usually means you can see it from 50 feet, 100 feet away. And they go to difficulty 5, which is where you have like the really small nano and somebody hit it in a pine tree. And so you gotta just comb all over the pine tree to find the little thing hanging in there.
Terrain 1 is it's handicap accessible, flat road, there's no obstacles to get through. Terrain of 5 means you need special knowledge, equipment, and experience to be able to get to it. And so right now we are just gonna navigate to it, and now we got a map where we are, where the arrow is and where the smiley face is right now. I've already found it, but it will show us where the cache is. So it's about 190 feet away, plus or minus about 73 feet.
On, here we go. I got 20 feet. And here we go right here.
There it is.
Found it?
Yep. There it is.
Geocaches are sized from very, very small. They're called nanos. They're probably no bigger than the size of your thumbnail, to what are called large, would be the size of a 5-gallon pail.
Most of the geocaches will have at least a logbook where you can sign your geocache handle just to say that you were there and the date.
You know, along the river, we've got more of the larger caches where you have more of a space, and outside the urban area, then you can hide larger caches. But when you got like more of the urban area, when you're over by the Mall of America and those kind of things, that's where you have the small nanos hidden in street signs or hidden under lampposts.
A lot of them are maybe the size of a peanut butter jar or the size of a small Tupperware. And in those, there's trinkets that people put in there for children.
If we look in this hole, you can see the geocache at the bottom of the beacon. When they come to look for this one, that's what they'll first see. You have to get to the bottom, so we'll look around the tree here. I'll pull this piece of wood out. And here we have the geocache. We call these ammo cans. And inside we should find swag.
The thing with geocaching is if you take something you're supposed to also put something back, and so that it is a trading system of never depleting a geocache and always adding to it and taking from it whatever you like.
There's also this thing called cash in, trash out, where when you're going geocaching, people will bring like a plastic bag with them and pick up trash as they're venturing around parks and kind of help clean up their local environment a little bit more. It's a really great community. A lot of people will meet new lifelong friends, will discover friends of their own or family of their own or even geocaching, and they never knew about it.
When I started going to events and meeting other geocachers, I realized there are people who geocache with canes, people who geocache with walkers, and people who are that older than I who have geocached forever. And I think it's what just keeps you still going, because you realize you only have to do that little bit extra to be physically active that day. And you don't realize until time has gone by that your mental health is better, your physical health is better. So I think it's something that really anyone of all ages can do, and I don't think people realize that it really is a family sport.
To reach out with maybe other people in the community, there is a Minnesota Geocachers Association Facebook group. Geocaching, the official website, also does have their own YouTube channel that has a lot of like what is a geocache, how to do a geocache, and some interesting stories to some of the more unique geocaches around the world.
And I like it. I like the surprise sometimes of not knowing what you're going to find, and the adventure and the places that it takes me to.
Geocaching is just a fun activity. I've met a lot of great people, been to a lot of interesting places. It's been a lot of fun.